And you know, there's a seemingly harmless habit you might be doing every day that's actually putting your life at risk, and you don't even realize it. If you're over 60, please pay close attention. What you're about to hear could literally save your life. As a physician, I've seen countless patients walk into my office feeling perfectly fine, only to leave with a diagnosis of a heart on the brink of failure. Unfortunately, this happens all the time to people who have no idea the danger lurking in their everyday routines. In this video, I'm going to reveal the top 10 habits most damaging to the hearts of those over 60. Many of them seem trivial, even harmless, but it's precisely these small behaviors that do the greatest harm because they operate in silence. And one of those habits, one of the last on our list, is the single most important. It has the biggest impact on your heart health and needs to change immediately. Stick around until the end and you'll learn exactly which actions are sabotaging your heart without pain, without warning signs, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to change that trajectory. The reward is clear: more years of life filled with energy, vitality, and the freedom to enjoy what truly matters: your family, your grandchildren, your story. Drop a comment below with your city and your age. I want to get to know you and find out where you're watching from. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because here, your health always comes first. Now, let's get straight to the point, because every second that ticks by is one your heart can't afford to waste. The first habit you need to ditch is ignoring high blood pressure or quitting your meds altogether. Did you know you can feel perfectly fine and still be putting your heart in serious danger? High blood pressure is called the silent killer because it shows no obvious signs. It doesn't hurt, and there are usually no clear symptoms at first, but inside, it's quietly damaging your heart, your kidneys, and your brain. As a physician, I've seen plenty of patients over 60 who simply stopped taking their blood pressure pills because they felt fine. But feeling good doesn't mean your pressure is under control. Skipping your medication on your own is one of the most dangerous and most common mistakes I see in my clinic. Even just a few days off your meds can send your blood pressure soaring, leading to a heart attack or stroke. The pills you take every day aren't optional, they're protection. They keep your heart working properly, prevent your arteries from narrowing, and stop your heart muscle from overworking. If you're experiencing side effects or have concerns, don't go off your meds by yourself. Talk to your doctor, adjust the dose, or find another option. But don't stop cold turkey without medical advice. Have you ever forgotten to take your blood pressure medicine? Or do you know someone who quit because they felt fine? Drop a comment below and share your story. Your experience could help others in the same boat. High blood pressure can be managed, but only if you take it seriously. One simple pill a day could be what protects you from years of heartache. The second habit you need to break is bottling up stress, anger, or sadness instead of letting it out. A lot of people think holding their feelings in is a sign of strength, never complaining, never showing sorrow, swallowing anger so as not to bother anyone. But in reality, this silent repression can damage your heart. When you keep emotions locked inside, your cortisol and adrenaline levels spike, making your heart race, your blood vessels constrict, and your blood pressure climb. Over time, that emotional buildup can trigger heart attacks, strokes, or even sudden death. As a physician, I've treated patients who ate well and walked every day, but lived under constant emotional strain, and still developed serious heart disease. Chronic stress wears down your cardiovascular system from the inside, often without warning signs. Family conflicts, loss, money worries, or loneliness, all of these take their toll. Many people over 60 say they've gotten used to these feelings, but your heart never gets used to stress. Talking with someone, joining a support group, meditating, journaling, or simply taking a few deep breaths every day can make a huge difference. Letting those feelings out isn't weakness, it's self-care. It's honoring what your heart is experiencing. Do you tend to keep everything inside, or do you know someone who always says they're fine but is really worried on the inside? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story could be the wake-up call someone else needs. Remember, your heart feels everything your mind carries, and it needs peace to keep beating strong. The third habit you need to ditch is smoking, or being exposed to secondhand smoke. Even though we all know smoking is bad, many still underestimate its real impact on the heart, especially after age 60. Smoking doesn't just damage your lungs, it wreaks havoc on the lining of your arteries, triggers inflammation, and speeds up the buildup of fatty plaques that can clog your blood vessels. That dramatically raises your risk of heart attack and stroke. And here's the kicker: you don't have to be a heavy smoker. Even occasional cigarettes carry a high risk, especially for older adults. But it's not only smokers who are in danger. People around smokers inhale those same toxic chemicals. That's second-hand smoke. I've treated patients who never smoked a day in their lives, yet developed serious heart problems simply from living with a smoker. After 60, your blood vessels become naturally more fragile, and cigarette smoke only makes them narrower and more brittle. If you've been smoking for decades, you might think it's too late to quit, but it's not. Kicking the habit at any age can drastically cut your risk of heart disease. Within months of quitting, your blood pressure improves, your circulation returns to normal, and your heart begins to heal. There's no such thing as a light, electronic, or safer cigarette. They all do damage. The best gift you can give your heart is pure, clean oxygen. Do you smoke or live with someone who does in your home? Share your story in the comments below. Quitting isn't easy, but when you share your journey, you and others can feel stronger. Your heart deserves that care, and your body starts healing the very next day. The fourth habit you need to break is using your phone or watching TV late into the night. It may sound harmless, but spending long hours in front of screens before bed directly disrupts your heart's function. The blue light from TVs, tablets, and smartphones suppresses melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. When you don't sleep well, your body can't recover properly, and that takes a real toll on your cardiovascular system. Poor sleep can cause your blood pressure to spike overnight, throw your blood sugar out of balance, and overwork your heart. Many people over 60 fall asleep with the TV on or scroll through their phone in bed, but that tricks your brain, preventing it from entering the deep restorative sleep your body needs. In my practice, I often see interrupted or insufficient sleep linked to arrhythmias, heart attacks, even strokes. And it's not just the light that's the problem. The content you're consuming keeps your mind engaged. Negative news, social media feeds, or action-packed shows keep you in alert mode, precisely when your heart should be winding down. Building a calming bedtime routine can make all the difference. Cut off screen time at least an hour before you hit the pillow. Instead, try reading a book, listening to soft music, or having a quiet chat with a loved one. Remember, sleep is when your heart repairs itself from the day's work. Don't rob it of that precious downtime. The fifth habit you need to ditch is regularly eating fried foods or fast food. Fried everything, burgers, chips, fries, might seem convenient and tasty, but it poses a huge risk to your heart. These foods are loaded with trans fats, saturated fats, and excess salt, a triple threat that damages your artery walls, raises your bad cholesterol, and triggers silent inflammation throughout your body. Over time, that makes your heart work harder and can lead to clogged blood vessels. For those over 60, the effects are even more pronounced. Your metabolism slows down, your body takes longer to process these fats, and every indulgent snack increases your risk of heart disease. In my practice, I've seen patients who thought just one quick bite a day couldn't hurt, only to end up with a heart attack years later. The real problem is that these foods offer almost no real nutrition. They don't nourish you, they burden you. Swapping a fried meal or drive-through run for something baked or steamed might seem small, but it makes a world of difference for your circulation, your cholesterol levels, and your blood pressure. Do you find yourself grabbing fried or fast food during the week, or do you know someone who thinks it's no big deal? Share in the comments below. Your experience might wake someone else up to the risks. Remember, what you eat becomes what flows through your veins. Simple choices today can change the future of your heart. The sixth habit you need to ditch is drinking alcohol regularly. Many people believe that a daily glass of wine is good for the heart, but for those over 60, this idea can be very dangerous. As we age, our bodies process alcohol more slowly, so even small amounts can have a big impact on your blood pressure, heart rhythm, and overall health. Regular alcohol consumption is directly linked to heart failure, arrhythmias, and even strokes. I've seen patients who thought 2 glasses of wine a day were healthy, only to discover they were quietly weakening their heart muscle. Alcohol also interferes with medications for blood pressure, diabetes, and cholesterol, reducing their effectiveness and raising your risk. Plus, many use alcohol to relax or sleep better, but in reality it disrupts sleep and puts extra strain on your heart overnight. Even if you're not drinking heavily, the cumulative effect of a little bit every day still harms your health over time. If you really can't give it up, limit yourself to 1 drink, on special occasions only, and never every day. But ideally, cut alcohol out completely. Your heart does best with clean blood and no extra stresses. Taking care of your health means being mindful of what you let into your body. In this case, saying no to alcohol is a powerful act of protection. The 7th habit you need to ditch is consuming too much salt, including the hidden sodium in processed foods. Many people think of salt only as the shaker on the table, but the real danger is in ready-made and packaged foods, canned goods, frozen dinners, seasoning mixes, instant soups, breads, deli meats, and pickles. These items are loaded with sodium, and without realizing it, you can easily exceed the daily limit, especially if you're over 60. Too much salt makes your body retain extra fluid. That increases your blood volume, forces your heart to work harder, and drives up your blood pressure. Over time, this overload weakens your heart muscle, damages your kidneys, and dramatically raises your risk of heart attack and stroke. In my practice, I've seen serious cases of heart failure in patients who unknowingly consumed excessive sodium just by eating processed foods every day. The good news: your taste buds adapt. After about 2 weeks of eating less salt, you'll start to taste the natural flavors of food more vividly. Using herbs, garlic, onion, lemon, and olive oil is a great way to season your meals without compromising your health. Do you check nutrition labels to see how much sodium you're getting? Have you ever been surprised by the salt content in something that seemed harmless? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else spot this silent threat. Remember, less salt on your plate means more life in your heart. The 8th habit you need to ditch is ignoring sleep apnea or heavy snoring. Snoring at night might seem commonplace or even funny among family, but it can signal a serious breathing problem and, more importantly, a threat to your heart. Sleep apnea is a condition where you stop breathing for several seconds multiple times per night, often without realizing it. That causes your blood oxygen levels to drop, fragments your sleep, and puts your heart under strain for hours on end. Many people with sleep apnea wake up feeling tired, with headaches or trouble concentrating, and they never connect these symptoms to a heart issue. As a physician, I always ask patients if they snore loudly or if anyone has noticed them gasp or stop breathing while they sleep. Untreated sleep apnea raises your risk of high blood pressure, arrhythmias, heart attack, and even sudden death. Diagnosis is straightforward with a sleep study. In many cases, treatment involves using a CPAP machine to keep your airways open or a custom oral device. Once your sleep is restored, your heart works with less effort and your body can properly recover overnight. If you've been told you snore loudly, gasp in your sleep, or wake up frequently at night, it's worth getting evaluated. Sleep isn't just rest, it's a vital necessity for your heart's health. The 9th habit you need to ditch is starting your day with a greasy or highly processed breakfast. Many people wake up and reach for foods that seem harmless but are actually loaded with fat, salt, and sugar. White toast with butter, processed meats like ham or sausage, fried eggs, high-fat cheeses, store-bought pastries, and sugary cereals might taste good, but they're a ticking time bomb for your heart, especially once you're over 60. These choices spike your cholesterol, raise your blood pressure, and inflame your blood vessels, making your heart vulnerable from the very first bite. Here's the kicker. Your blood is naturally thicker in the morning. When you slam a heavy, greasy meal into your system, your heart has to work extra hard to push that thickened blood through your arteries. As a physician, I've seen numerous heart attacks occur in the early hours, and it's no coincidence. The wrong breakfast can be the trigger that sets off a serious cardiac event. Instead, aim for something light, fiber-rich, and low in saturated fat. A balanced breakfast not only protects your heart, but also improves digestion and gives you steady energy throughout the day. Do you typically start your morning with toast and butter, bacon, pastries, or cold cuts? Have you ever stopped to think about how it might be affecting your heart? Share your breakfast habits in the comments below. Your stories could inspire someone else to make a heart-healthy swap. The 10th habit you need to ditch is skipping daily walks or any form of exercise. One of the most common mistakes I see in people over 60 is spending nearly the entire day sitting, whether watching TV, reading, or lying down. Your body needs movement to keep your heart healthy. When you stay still, your blood flow slows. Fat begins to build up in your arteries. Your blood pressure climbs and your heart weakens. A lack of physical activity is directly linked to heart attacks, strokes, and heart failure. Many believe that once you're older, exercise is no longer necessary, or that it's too late to start, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I'm not talking about hitting the gym or lifting heavy weights. A simple 30-minute walk every day at your own pace is enough to strengthen your heart, boost your lung function, reduce stress, and help regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels. It also benefits your memory, mood, and sleep quality. As a physician, I can tell you that people who walk daily live longer and with better quality of life. Don't wait for chest pain or a health scare to get moving. The sooner you start, the greater the gains. And the best part? Walking is free, requires no special equipment, and can be done anywhere. If you could give your heart one gift today, make it movement. Your heart has been working for you since day one. Now it's your turn to return the favor. If you've made it this far, it means you're truly committed to your health, and that's already a huge step. But if you want to go further and start protecting your heart in practical ways every single day, I have a special gift for you. In the pinned comment of this video, you'll find a link to a complete ebook created especially for those who want to improve their diet and live with more energy, better quality of life, and greater independence. This ebook isn't just informative, it's packed with easy, heart-healthy recipes designed to strengthen your heart, control your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, and prevent the diseases that affect people over 60. All the suggestions use accessible ingredients you can prepare at home to care for your health each day, starting with your meals. And the best part? This resource costs less than a single fast food meal, which, as you've seen in this video, can harm your heart. For a very affordable price, you'll get a concise, practical guide crafted with care to help you transform your daily routine. Click the link, explore the ebook, and take this step with confidence. Eating well is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself and your heart. Your body and your life will thank you.